many G-runs will we fit into this Monday Night Play-Along Bluegrass Jam? I dare you to count. Welcome everybody. It's been a couple weeks and here we are. We're back. It's Monday night, 1/26/26, cosmic number. And we're gonna have a good old time, leaving the world behind and playing some music together for the next several hours. So here's the slow tempo set. And I'm just gonna double check on the live streams, make sure. And had a trip to Baja. That was really fun. Gigging with Picking on the Dead. It was there that we learned about Bob Weir's passing, and that was pretty cosmic to be down there and to be playing that music that night. It was, I don't know, it was very sad. Very sad. Bobby was the one we thought would live forever, right? He was the healthy one, the young one. But we've been processing that, and having that event down there really helped. And everyone there was grateful that we were there playing for him and doing a bunch of those Bobby Weir songs. Anyway, here we go. We're live on YouTube and ready to rock. The weekend after Baja, which was last weekend, or the weekend before yesterday, a week ago, this past weekend was a Bakersfield Great 48 California Bluegrass event. It was so fun. Did so much picking. Ran into a bunch of folks who were participants here, regulars on the Monday Jam, and also a bunch of participants in Flat Picking Academy on Artist Works. So it was wonderful to check in with a bunch of folks in person and do lots of picking, and just felt really good, you know, kind of just got that thing flowing with a bunch of wonderful musicians there in Bakersfield. So anyway, so I'm feeling good, ready to be back here. And everything's looking fairly decent. I don't know, I'm fidgeting around with the camera. I'm gonna get it maybe just a skosh closer to me. And if you haven't been here before, here's how it works. This isn't intended to be a lesson on the song. I'm gonna throw in little teachable things sometimes. But this is just meant to be a jam. Like, you came over and you know what you know, and I know what I know, and we're just gonna play the songs. So some of it you're faking, you're using your musical skills to pick up on songs you don't know. A lot of these songs you probably do know, and you can play what you've been working on, practice what you want to practice, lead playing, rhythm playing, singing lead, singing harmony along with me. It's for you. So I give just a very brief run through of the song, and if you learn well by ear, you can always come back and check it out again, because these videos live on YouTube on a playlist, and you can always come back and spend a little more time on it if you didn't get it the first time. Anyway, and I keep a click track going, and I just run you through the changes, and I just sing the melody, demonstrate a kickoff, and then we play. So here we go. Little Cabin Home on the Hill in the key of G. Good old song by Bill Monroe and Lester Flatt. I'm seeing lots of comments popping in. That's great. Make sure you leave a comment at some point if you so desire. Let us know where you are, what instrument you're playing, and anything else you'd like to share with the group. I'll check in with you here about midway through the set. Okay, key of G, it goes like this. 1 and a 1 and a 4 and a 1. 1 and 1 and 5. 1 and a 1 and 4 and a 1. Little cabin home on the hill. Chorus goes to the 4. For someone has taken you from me. Back to 1. 1 and 1 and a 5. 1 and a 1 and 4 and a 1. 1 and a 5 and a 1. So I'll put on the click track here, and I will demonstrate how I would kick this off. Different instruments kind of have their own styles of kicking things off. Guitar is the least common instrument in the... Bluegrass is, there we go, the least common instrument to kick things off in a bluegrass band. But I'm a guitarist, so I'm going to show you how I would do it. 1, 2, 3. One more time. 1, 2, 3. And apologies, I'm going to just real quick check tuning. Sounded like, yeah, there we go. Something was a little off there. Okay. I'll count you in and you're going to kick us off on Little Cabin Home on the Hill in the key of G. Here we go. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Tonight I'm alone without you, my dear. It seems there's a longing for you still. All I can do now is sit alone and cry in our little cabin home on the hill. Chorus. For someone is taken you from me and left me here all alone. Just listen to the rain beat on my window pane in our little cabin home on the hill. I got it. You were happy tonight as you are, for in my heart there's a longing for you still. I'll just keep it there so I won't be alone in our little cabin home on the hill. For someone has taken you from me Just listen to the rain beat on my window pane in our little cabin home on the hill. Now you play. Now the end of the song, since you can't see the foot kick, which would normally end that in a jam. And this would be a tag. So I'll do my best to cue you on the endings. We're just pretty much doing standard bluegrass endings. Okay, Mr. Engineer jammed on this at Great 48. When I go to events, I'm reminded of so many songs, you know. So played this at a jam in the Great 48. I'm like, Mr. Engineer, haven't done that in a while. Good old song comes from Jimmy Martin. And of course, you know, versions by Tony Rice and many others who are Jimmy Martin proteges. So this is in 3/4 time. And the way Jimmy plays it is a little bit quicker of a waltz. This is a little slower, yeah. Key of G, it's a 4-5-1 the whole time. So 1, 2, this is how I'll count you in. 3, 4, and here's the 4 chord. 4 and 5 and a 1, and a 4 and a 5 and a 1, and a 4 and a 5 and a 1, 4 and 5 and a 1. So when you're going through this kind of chord change, when you get to the 1 chord, you can put that 7th on it, and that's going to lead you to the 4. This is just very basic chord theory. G7 leads you to the C chord. So you're going to hear me do that a lot. You're also going to hear me do the Jimmy Martin G run. Naturally do this with a little slide, the way Tony Rice did, but I listened to the Jimmy Martin recording, he's just going, he's doing that every single time. So I'm going to try to do that. Okay, so my kickoff would go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then he does a little pause after the breaks, but I think let's just keep it going. We'll just keep it circular. We won't do any pauses, any stops. It'll just always go straight through those chords in time and without any holdovers. Okay, kick us off on Mr. Engineer. 1, 2, 3, go. Engineer, reach up and pull the whistle. Just let me hear that lonesome sound. For it blends with the feeling that's in me. The one I love has turned me down. I'm gonna catch me freight train, gonna leave this lonesome town. The one I love and gave my heart to, that's the one who's turned me down. Engineer, reach up and pull the whistle. Let me hear that sound. For it blends with the feeling that's in me. The one I loved has turned me down. I got it. There's 16 cars behind each engine. I'll ride the last one till the end of the line. Don't know where I'm going or where I'll wind up. Just anything to ease my worried mind. Engineer, reach up and pull the whistle. Just let me hear that lonesome sound. For it blends with the feeling that's in me. The one I loved has turned me down. Play. Gonna catch me a freight train. Lord, I'm leaving this lonesome town. The one I love and gave my heart to. That's the one has turned me down. Last chorus. Engineer, reach up and pull the whistle. Let me hear that lonesome sound. For it blends with the feeling that's in me. The one I love has turned me down. All right. The one I loved is what he says on the recording. I try to take the time to review some of these songs, even the ones I'm familiar with, and I tend to learn the words that I don't have memorized yet. Oftentimes, I'm looking at a cue sheet. But that one, this is the first time I tried to actually memorize it. I did a hike yesterday and a hike today, and I was listening to my ear pods. And I heard some new things first of all, the G run, and then the first verse, I did it again because I messed it up the first time. The one I loved and gave my heart to, that's the one has turned me down. That's the lyric. And then in the chorus, for it blends with the feeling that's in me, the one I loved. They say the D on the end of loved, and I never knew that. I've always said the one I love. Anyway, details. Details are fun. Okay, good song, Mr. Engineer. Here we go, Cotton Eye Joe. So this is a bit of a celebration / announcement that a bunch of new tunes have been added to my Artist Works Flat Picking Academy, and this is one of them. So 10 new lessons were added, and there's basically 3 lessons on 4 different songs and tunes in the beginning section and in the fundamental section. So this one, all we have in there is the beginning version so far. So it's a very basic version. But eventually we're going to add a few more lessons. For the next couple months, we're going to be adding new material to the Flat Picking Academy. It's not a different techniques or different parts of the method. It's just different songs and tunes to supplement what's already there in their respective levels. So maybe some of you have had a chance to check this out. It was just added today, the Cotton Eye Joe. But if not, I'm going to start with the very basic version, my first break, and then I'm going to do variations and build on it from there. So I'm still, yeah, what this string wants to go a little sharp. Maybe just as the temperature cools, these strings want to go a little sharp. The thing about bluegrass, aside from those little details about it, you know, little stylistic things that it's good to know. As you know, the melodies are fairly simple, the chord changes are very simple. It's just the words. And I don't like having an iPad or a folder. I like to know the song if I'm out at the jam or on the performance. So this is a good opportunity to learn even more songs, and I'm going out on a limb on a couple of them tonight that I'm trying by memory for the first time, including that one, which was the simplest of them so far. Okay, Cotton Eye Joe, we're going to pick this as an instrumental. Many different versions. I'm doing the version that I learned from Doc Watson and also from some other old-time fiddlers, but this might be a little different than the version you know. Anyway, this is how I do it. Key of G. 1, 1, 1 and 4, 1, 1, 1 and 4, 1, 1, 5 and 1, 1, 1, 1 and 4, 1, 1, 1 and 4, 1, 1, 5 and 1, 1, 1 and 1 and 1, 1 and a 1 and a 5 and a 1. Where did you come from? Where did you go? 1 and a 1 and a 5 and a 1. Okay? So again, the main difference here is that some old-time versions don't do that extra 4 chords. Some of them just go da 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 4, da 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 5 and a 1. But I do the second one just because that's how I learned it. 1 and a 1, 1 and 4, 1 and a 1 and a 1 and 4, 1 and a 1 and a 5 and a 1. So that's the A part. That happens twice. And then the 2 B parts, which are standard on every version that I've heard, including the dance version that they play at the Broncos games. Sorry, Broncos fans, I know. Tough one there. But you had a good run there this season. Okay, so here we go. Cotton Eye Joe in the key of G. I'm going to find a nice, reasonable tempo. And I'll kick it off, and we'll go 2 times through, okay? Me all the way through, A, A, B, B, and then you, A, A, B, B, and then me again all the way through, and you again all the way through, and then you go ahead and tag it after the second time. So here we go. I'm going to start with my basic version, like I said, and then as we go through it, my second round, I'll flesh it out a little bit. go one more round. I'm going again. Play it again. Fun. Cool song, eh? Cool tune, I should say. Real quick, I'm not going anywhere. I just need to text back my computer guy after 8 p.m. Okay. I'm live and it's working. That's all I'm texting him. Yeah, the internet here was kind of going in and out the last couple of days, so I was just checking in with the systems guy earlier, and it's working, so I don't want him to change anything. All right, there we go. Cotton Eye Joe, where did you come from? Where did you go? Have you ever seen the movie Places in the Heart? Such a good movie, and that's kind of the theme song, and that's the version I learned it from, was Doc Watson and the Texas Playboys. It's kind of a Bob Wills sort of tribute in the music, because the movie takes place in Texas. Anyway, Sally Field and John Malkovich, and it's such a beautiful movie. A film that everybody should watch these days, just to get back into human compassion. Okay, where are we? We are on Cluck Old Hen. Oh, I didn't intend to do two instrumentals in a row. It's just kind of the way this thing flowed. But here are two like very standard, cool old-time instrumentals that cross over between like the old-time string band world and the bluegrass world in neat ways. So it's just kind of the way the tempo and flow of the keys was working. So we'll do an instrumental of Cluck Old Hen. This was a request that I wanted to get in there. And I'll show it to you as soon as I get in tune, and then I will field some comments here as soon as we're done with this number. Darn it. Come on, Bill. This is Bill Collins. Bill's a good old guy. This is the guitar I used on my latest album. Flat picker. Because he's the one that's been on all these outdoor adventures with me these last 6 years. Figured he deserved to be recorded again. Most of my albums, I use my old Martin. Okay, here we go. Cluck Old Hen. I'll find a tempo. It'll probably be about the same. And we can increase the tempo just a tick, just a little tish. Okay. All right, so here's how this goes. Key of A. 1 and 1, 1 and 4, 1 and 1 and a 5 and 1, 1 and 1, 1 and 4, 1 and 1 and a 5 and 1, 1 and 1, 1 flat 7, 1, 1 and a 5 and a 1, 1 and 1, 1 7, 1, 1 and a 5 and a 1. So the 7, or the flat 7 major, as you would technically call it, in music theory terms. In bluegrass, they just say the 7, and that's what that means. It means it's the major chord that is a whole step lower than the 1 chord. So if your 1 chord is a G, your 7 chord is F. If your 1 chord is A, your 7 chord is G, just a whole step lower. So this is why we use the number system, because I'm capo 2, which makes this G chord sound like an A chord. It just capos it up a whole step higher. So those of you who are playing out of concert pitch, you're playing A chord, the 7 would be a G chord. If you're capoed on the 2nd fret like I am, you're playing a G chord is the 1, and your 7 would be an F chord, F shape, okay? So, don't want to overcomplicate that. We're just going to play the tune. So I'm going to kick it off, and we'll go, it's kind of a short form like Cotton Eye Joe. So let's go 3 times through. Me, you, me, you, me, you, and then you tag it. Here we go. Cluck Old Hen in the key of A. Trying to make some chicken noises. Did you catch what I did at the top of that? That's right. I started playing after 4 taters. I teach this to my students, that you should start strumming after 4 taters, because you don't know if the lead player is going to play 4 taters, 8 taters. You don't know how many taters they're going to play unless they tell you ahead of time. So I've been fairly standard about this. I've always been playing 8 taters if I'm kicking off an instrumental. That time I did 4 because I wanted to catch you off guard. So when the taters happen, I'll always start strumming, or at least do it like 1 strum after 4, because they might just chime into it. Okay, they started, you know. So I always start strumming after 4 taters. Okay, how we doing out there? We got lots of folks picking along. A couple other fun things. Artist work's still on sale for half off right now. And Also, I'll be at Julian Family Fiddle Camp in May. That's going to be a real good time. I'll be at Idaho Camp that Kimber Ludiker is putting together in June. That's going to be real exciting. I don't know a whole... It's in Weiser. It's like the old Weiser camp, but it's called Idaho Music Camp now. I'm still waiting to get some more information about this, and I will put it on my website, but you've probably seen that announcement. I shared it on one of my social posts. Of course, Augusta Bluegrass Week in Elkins, West Virginia in July, which I'm very excited about. I think that's it for the music camps. Oh, Nimble Fingers, Sorrento, British Columbia. I'll be up there with a really stout lineup of instructors in July as well. Okay. So if you want to know more about me, just look at tylergrant.com. Shoot me an email anytime. I'm accessible. I'm here for you. This little light of mine, this came up at a jam at the Great 48. And I was like, what a great song to do in a bluegrass style. Everybody knows it. And Ralph Stanley did it, so it's cool. You can play it at slow tempo. You can play it at really fast tempo. You can make up words. You don't really have to know that many lyrics to play the song. Very simple melody, very similar to Worried Man Blues. Key of A. 1 and a 1, 1 and a 1, 4 and a 4, 4 and a 1. 1 and a 1, 1 and a 1, 1, 1, 5 and a That would be a good kickoff. The gig I forgot is Bluegrass Festival. That's a big one coming up this weekend. So we got the Aggie Theater Thursday night with Picking on the Dead in Fort Collins. And then in Golden, Colorado, I'll be at Bluegrass Festival all weekend, playing with various projects, including Tyler Grant's Bluegrass Farm on Sunday. So there you go. That's the end of my announcements. Okay, you're going to kick us off on this little light of mine in the key of A. Here you go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, 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 let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, 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 let it shine. I got it. All in my house, I'm gonna let it shine. All in my house, I'm gonna let it shine. All in my house, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, 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 let it shine. Of course, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, shine, shine. Let it shine. Let it shine, shine, shine. Let it shine. That's right. Keep the light shining, everybody. That's what we got to do. Very cool. And you can do cool things like this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. You can do kind of like, you know, little kind of canonic colors. Let it shine, 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 shine. You can play with that in cool ways. Lori Lewis does a great version of that with her band, and they do some of that kind of stuff. Okay. Here we are on Don't Step Over an Old Love. I don't remember who requested this, but thank you so much for doing so, because this has become one of my, this is like the new Some Old Day for me. This is a song I had never heard before in my life. There's lots of Stanley Brothers songs that they've recorded so many songs. I'm still discovering them. And no love. So I just love this song and I committed it to memory. Let's see how I do. So, Stanley Brothers, we're going to do this in the key of D. And they do a turnaround every time, like a little 2, 5, 1 turnaround. Like that's how the song kicks off with George Shuffler on the cross-picking guitar. And that's how the little break happens in the middle. It's like... He's in, let's see. Something like that. But we're gonna do something different. We're gonna just play over the verses just to make this more of a jam. So it goes like this. Key of D. 1 and 1 and a 5. 5 and 5 and a 1. And 1 and 1 and a 5. And 5 and 5 and a 1. So that's what we'll play over. Chorus goes to the 4. 4 and 4 and 1. And 1 and 1 and a 5. 4 and 4 and 1. And 2 and 5 and a 1. So that 2 is a 2 major or 7, even better. It's a dominant 7th chord, the 2 dominant, I often call this, but it just means you take the 2 chord, which would normally be a minor, but you turn it into a major or a 7th. So that's a secondary dominant. It pulls you to the 5 chord. One of the most common secondary dominants. We do this all the time. So I just say 2. In bluegrass vernacular, that's what you say, 2. That's what that means. If you're doing a diatonic minor 2 chord, we're going to say 2 minor. Okay? Because the 2 major or dominant 7 is way more common. Okay. So if you're capo like I am playing C position, that's a D7 to the G7 back to the 1. If you're in a concert key playing a D chord, the 2 chord is an E or an E7, going to the A7 back to the D. Okay. So if I'm kicking it off on a verse, it might sound like this. Okay, so give it a go. Kick us off. I'm going to back this down just a skosh. I know some of you might be protesting here. Keep it nice and slow, nice and easy. Okay, kick us off on Don't Step Over an Old Love in the key of D. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. sorrow that we shared made me feel our love would last forever. Now I know you never really cared. Don't step over an old love to get to somebody new. Don't step over an old love who always has been true to you. I got it. When my back was turned, he caught your fancy and turned an innocent affair into something more than just a friendship. While my dreams all crumbled in despair. Don't step over an old love to get to somebody new. No, don't step over an old love who always has been true to you. Play. Now you think you're happy with your new love. You don't know that he's been untrue to you. Wait until you hear the whole town talking. Then you'll feel these heartaches like I do. Don't step over an old love to get to somebody new. No, don't step over an old love who always has been true to you. Okay, I saw that the signal dropped there, and we got Forked Deer in the key of D. This is another one that I added to Artist Works. There is a very basic version in Beginner's Corner, and then there's a more, kind of normal version in the Fundamentals section. And we're going to keep building on this one too. So here we go, Forked Deer in the key of D. 1 and 1 and 4 and 4, 1 and 5 and a 5, 1, 1 and 4 and 4, 1 and a 4 and a 5 and a 1, 1, 1 and 4 and 4, 1, 1 and 5 and a 5, 1 and a 4 and 4, 1 and a 4 and a 5 and a 1, 5, 5, 5 and 5, 5 and 1 and a 1, 5 and 5 and a 5, 1 and a 4 and a 5 and a 1, 5, 5, 5 and a 5, 5 and 1 and a 1, 5 and 5 and a 5, 1 and a 4 and a 5 and a 1. Okay, 2 times through. Me, you, me, and you, and then you'll tag it at the end. Forked Deer, key of D. Here we go. One more time. Okay, there we go. Well, signal is strong. Everything is rocking here. That was just a little isolated interruption there in the Wi-Fi. So sorry about that. Okay, one more song in the slow tempo set, and then we're gonna have a quick turnaround into the mid tempo. I'm not gonna have time to fill up my tea again. And this is Baby Blue Eyes. And this is a request. I know who requested this. It was Deb Pavick. Deb, who is either in Palm Desert or Durango. Probably. I don't have a locator on her, but those are the places she usually is. And thank you, Deb, for requesting this, because this is just a good old song. And one that, again, I'm trying to do from memory here. Come on, Bill. And it's in the key of E. And I'm going to go ahead and play this out of open E. Guitarists, you know, banjoists, those of you who capo, if you want to be in a different position, that's fine. But I'm going to be out of open E here because I love playing open E. So it goes like this. Do, 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 1, 1 and 1, and a 1 and a 5, and a 1 and a 1, and a 1, 5 and a 1. Chorus goes to the 4. And a 1. Back to the 4. And the 5. Back to 1. And a 1, 5 and a 1. That was okay, but something like that where you get the melody in there. Okay, so here you go. Baby Blue Eyes in the key of E, and you are going to kick us off. Back that down a skosh. Okay, here we go. Kick us off, Baby Blue Eyes, key of E. A 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I wonder if I'll ever forget you, and if our love that's true ever dies. I can't forget the kisses you gave me, and memories of your two baby blue eyes. I'll always keep a memory dawn and shadows start falling, my love will sleep till morning sunrise. I lie awake, just tossing and turning, haunted by dreams of baby blue eyes. I'll always keep a memory of you, visions of eyes as blue as the sky. That's why each night there's tears on my pillow. I'm dreaming of your two baby blue eyes. Play. Day after day, I'll try to forget you, and a broken heart I'll try to disguise. And night after night, a lonely heart calling, it's calling in vain for two baby blue eyes. I'll always keep a memory of you, visions of eyes as blue as the sky. That's why each night there's tears on my pillow. I'm dreaming of your two baby blue eyes. Fun. Okay, thanks everybody. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate the donations and checking out upcoming shows and events and all that kind of stuff at tylergrant.com. Okay, there's going to be a new video that's going to come up on YouTube and Facebook in about 3 minutes as soon as I get this thing turned around. So I will see you there. Just refresh the page in the next 3 minutes or so. Okay.